Oh no, you're good. We got plenty of time. We got 5 whole minutes till we start here. Look at this congregation. All right, a bunch of good-looking people. Who's ready for a 3-hour Selichot?
Yay! We can preview our sermons. You give us some feedback.
Yes.
No? No takers?
We can. What's it called when you workshop it?
Are
Say it
we
again.
post the scores?
Yes. I think it's probably 7-0 already. We'll get you out in plenty of time to watch. Wait till you see the halftime show. Yeah, right. I think so. I think I need something like that. Oh man, that's funny. Well,
Sports.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that pretty? All right. This all looks like it's working. Does it look like we clicked online yet? So let's see.
I don't see it.
Oh my gosh, 29 text messages. Oh, yeah.
My goodness.
Okay, hold on. Yep, we are live. We are live. Oh wait, or is this last night? No, that's last night. like I see us, but that is not. That is not. Here we go. Now we are live. Okay, all right. Yes.
Hey, Julia. Hey, Leia.
Hello, Shana Tova. Nice to see you. Roto, that's the first time I've said that this year. Yes.
Oh, boy.
Let's see. So we'll do a little Havdalah. Oh yeah, you want so we'll do an opening song, and then you'll do that, and then we'll do Havdalah.
That sounds great.
Yeah, the light there. Should we do this again to start? This is kind of fun.
Yeah. I realized I hadn't practiced it and I was like, I know I
Oh, this song?
It's so good.
It is a real pretty one. Well, why don't we'll give it a couple more moments here so we wait till 7 to start, even though I know we have anxious repenters. We will get there. All right. For you who are joining us out on the internet, shalom. Sounds moderate. Well, why don't we get started since we got this nice crew here? We'll just sing a little bit to start. So officially, we'll welcome you to Selichot Services. Selichot is the ritual beginning of the high holiday season, and it's really mostly a time for us just to get our house in order, to start to do that process that maybe some of us had started a month ago when the month of Elul began, but it's just a start for the holidays to get us into the mode of doing that cheshbon hanefesh, that check of ourselves, that assessment of where we stand and where we want to be. So we thought maybe we'd start by singing. There's this pretty song that we did last year for the first time called "We Return," and I promise whoever asked for "Return Again," that's coming also. Was that you, Marlene? No, somebody said they wanted to sing "Return Again," but we'll get there. But this is a really pretty one called "We Return." And I'm sorry that I don't have the words in the booklet here, but it's just we return, again and again and again. So that is the theme of the season. Hello, Langs. Shana Tova. We return. We return. We return. Start with to love. to love that repeats, to love, to love. We return again to love. We're gonna sing again. This time we're gonna say, we return again to you. We return, we return, we return, return again. We return, we return, we return, return again and again to you. To you. We return again to you. One more time, listen to this. We return, we return, we return, return again. We return, we return, we return, return again and again to you. So pretty to you. To you. We return again to you.
Shana Tova, everyone. We're going to begin our service with this, continuing beginning the service with this reading here on page 3 in your packets. And I'd like to invite you, if you'd like to join in this opening reading before our Havdalah ceremony, to please join me if you'd like. We do not choose to be born. We do not choose our parents. We do not choose the country of our birth or the circumstances of our upbringing. We do not, most of us, choose the conditions or time of our death. But within all this choice of choicelessness, we do choose how we will live, courageously or in cowardice, honorably or dishonorably, with purpose or in drift. We decide what is important and what is trivial in life. We decide that our life is defined by what we do and what we refuse to do. That no matter how indifferent the universe might be to our choices and decisions, these choices are ours to make. We decide, we choose. This High Holy Day season, may we choose to be a blessing. May we turn back to the best version of ourselves. May we forgive and be forgiven.
As Rabbi is going to get the Havdalah up and running there, and I can chant this beginning part. And if anybody wants to help us maybe hold some of the Havdalah stuff, Julia, if anybody would like to help us hold some of the stuff, are you up for that? Yes. You like that forced volunteerism? Come on up here. You are great. So we're on page 3 here, and I'm going to chant the beginning of Havdalah, the separation blessing, and then we'll sing the nigun that we all know. Hine el Yeshuati eftach v'lo echad, ki ozi v'zimratya, Adonai vayhi li l'yeshua, uv'shavtem ma'im, v'sason mimane ha'yeshua, l'Adonai ha'yeshua, Amcha birchatecha sela, Adonai tzvaot, imanu miskav lanu, Elohei Yaakov sela, Adonai tzvaot, ashrei adam boteach ba, Adonai Hoshiach, Hamelech Yanenu, V'yom Korenu, La Yehudim, Hayta Ora V'simcha V'sason V'kar, Kein Tieh Lanu, Kos Yeshuot Esa, Uv'shem Adonai Ekra, Uv'shem Adonai Ekra. I'm going to move over here so you can see up there. Sure, you can look right up. Yeah. We just can't turn them back up, but that's perfect. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la la la. Yeah, la la. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 spices Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei v'samim borei minei v'samim borei minei v'samim ya la 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 ya la la ya la la ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya more things. Shavuatov, 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 Shavuatov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la, ya la ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la. Well, if you flip over here, I know we have packets, you have booklets, but if you flip to page 6, we're going to turn to the Selichot reading here. When we forget the essence of our own soul, when we distract our minds from attending to the substantive content of our inner lives, everything becomes confused and uncertain. The primary role of teshuvah, which at once sheds light on the darkened zone, is for the person to return to him or herself, the root of his or her soul. Then we will once again return to God, the soul of all souls. Then we will progress continually higher and higher in holiness and in purity. Then we will finally turn back to you. This is the trope of the high holiday season that we're going to hear over and over again, this idea of return. Ha-shi-ve-nu, ha-shi-ve-nu, Adonai, Elecha, help us to return to you, O God, then truly shall we return. Renew our days as in the past. On page 7, you want to read at the bottom of the page?
Please join with me responsibly in those italics. O God, we have come to your sanctuary to seek your presence and to hear your call. Speak to us with the still small voice of your Spirit. When our lives become shallow, deepen them. When our principles become shabby, repair them. When our ideals become tarnished, restore them. When our hopes become faded, revive them. When our loyalties grow dim, brighten them. When our values become confused, clarify them. When our purposes grow blurred, sharpen them.
When our horizons become narrow, widen them.
Make us worthy instruments of your will, O God, and help us in the year ahead to live the words we pray.
Why don't we read on page 8 here? If we want to go around, if anybody is interested in reading, we can also brighten the lights a little bit if that would be helpful. If we can just maybe start over, like Leah, can we start over with you? And then you can read, and then we'll all do the italics after that. You want to read the first line?
As clay in the hands of the potter to be molded and shaped at her will, so are we in your hands, O God of love. Look on your covenants and not our imperfection.
As stones in the hands of the mason to be saved or shattered at his will,
so are we in your hands, O God of life and death.
Look on your covenant and not our imperfection. Dan, you want to read? As iron in the hands?
As iron in the hands of the smith who melt with the flame, or melt back at her will, so are we in your hands, O God, poor and weak. Look on your covenant and not our imperfection.
As a tiller in the hands of the helmsman to pull or ease at his will, so are we in your hands, O God of forgiveness. Look on your covenant and not our imperfection.
as cloth in the hands of the weaver to be plain or patterned at his will, so are we in your hands, O God, who demands and repays. Look on your covenant and not our imperfection. Who wants to read, Randy? As words in the hand of the poet to be sung and rhymed at his will, so are we in your hands, O God, who hears all voices. Look on your covenant and not our imperfection.
As clay in the hands of the potter to be molded and shaped at her will, so are we in your hands, O God of love. Look on your covenant and not on our imperfection.
Beautiful.
We'll continue on page 9 as we'll return, no pun intended, to this High Holidays theme, Hashivenu.
You see this time the English, let me go back to this key. You'll see the English at the bottom there. Return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to what you are, return to who you are, return to where you are, born and reborn and reborn. Hashivenu, Hashivenu, Adonai, Elecha, v'nashuva, v'nashuva. Kadesh, Kadesh, Yameinu kekeken. Kadesh, Kadesh, Yameinu kekeken. Miriam, nice singing back there, or screaming, either. I mean, whatever it was nice. Nice to have that little voice in here. Why don't we do this blessing at the bottom of page 10? And we will invite everyone to please rise as we formally do. This is our first chance at the idea that we screwed up this year. It's our first chance to publicly acknowledge that we didn't do everything right. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, tavo lefanecha tefilatenu, va'al titalem mitchinatenu, she'ein anachnu azei panim ukshe oref. Lomar lefanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, tzadikim anachnu v'lo chatanu, aval anachnu chatanu avinu pashanu. Let's read this together at the bottom of the page. Our God, God of our fathers and our mothers, let our prayers reach you. Do not ignore our pleas, for we are not so arrogant and stiff-necked to say before you, Adonai our God, God of our mothers and fathers, that we are perfect and have not sinned. Rather, we acknowledge that we have sinned. We have gone astray. We have sinned. We have transgressed. Are we ready for this? On page 11 here. Ay, 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 ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da. Ashamnu, Ashamnu, Bagadnu, Gazalnu, Dibarnu Dofi, Hezinu, Vehirshanu, Zadnu, Hamasnu, Tefalnu Shaker, Ay, ay, lai, 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 ya, lai, 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 Yatznu Ra, Kizavnu, Latznu, Maradnu,
Maradnu,
Niatznu,
Niatznu,
Sararnu,
Sararnu,
Azinu,
Avinu,
Pashanu,
Pashanu,
Tazarnu,
Tazarnu,
Kishinu Oref,
Kishinu Oref,
Rashanu,
Rashanu,
Shichatnu,
Shichatnu,
Tiavnu,
Tiavnu,
Tainu,
Tainu,
Titanu,
Titanu,
Ya lai 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 lai, Ya lai 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 lai. We have trespassed, we have dealt treacherously, we have robbed, we have spoken slander, we have acted perversely, we have done wrong, we have acted presumptuously, we have done violence, we have practiced deceit, we have counseled evil, we have lied, we have scoffed, we have revolted, we have blasphemed, we have rebelled, and we have committed iniquity, we have transgressed, we have oppressed, we have been stiff-necked, we have acted wickedly, we have corrupted, we have committed abomination, we have gone astray, we have led others astray. You may be seated. I think it's so powerful that we all say all of these sins. I think that is one of the most beautiful things that our tradition does is we treat sin as a communal transgression, and that we all say all of these because we are only as strong as those who surround us in our community, and we all take on each other's sins. We also take on each other's successes, but we stand together as a community, and that's a beautiful thing that's been in our liturgy forever. And it means that we are one people and one community, and even when we are at our worst, we are surrounded by the people who love us and who hold us up through saying these words. I think that's one of the most beautiful parts of our tradition. Anyway, what do you want to do next, Rabbi?
How about if we turn to...
Should we do that? Yeah.
Great. So now that we have publicly acknowledged for the first time our sins individually and communally, perhaps we'll sing together in the middle of page 12, V'al kulam, for all of these things, may we be pardoned and forgiven and granted atonement.
Perfect. And those of you Sharianim who are here, please sing loudly because I can never get the melody right on this. So how about Randy and Marion and Susan, if you guys ready? How about 1, 2, 3. Ve'al kulam Eloha Selichot Selach lanu mechalanu kaper lanu. It's between part A and part B. I can never get that right key.
It sounded like an harmony.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Thanks, Sharianim.
For all these things, O God of mercy, forgive us and pardon us and grant us atonement. So exciting that we're turning to the first Avinu Malkeinu of the season. So why don't we? I know there's a lot of Hebrew here. Why don't we read the Hebrew and then we can sing the Hebrew together afterward, and then we'll read it in English. So if you want to read the Hebrew along with us, please do that. Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Kolenu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chatanu Lefanecha. Avinu Malkeinu, Chamol Aleinu V'al Olaleinu V'tapenu. Avinu Malkeinu, Kalei Dever V'cherev V'ra'av Me'aleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Kalei Kol Tsar U'mastin Me'aleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Kodvenu B'Sefer Chayim Tovim. Avinu Malkeinu, Chadesh Aleinu Shana Tova. Avinu Malkeinu, Harem Keren Yisrael Amecha. Avinu Malkeinu, Honenu Vanenu, Ki Ein Banu Ma'asim, Aseh Imanu, Tzedaka, V'chesed, V'hoshi'enu. And let's read it first in English, and then we'll sing it.
Our parent, our ruler, hear our voices. Our parent, our ruler, we have sinned before you. Our parent, our ruler, have mercy upon us and upon our children. Our parent, our ruler, remove all sickness, war, and famine from our midst. Our parent, our ruler, remove all enemies and adversaries from our midst. Our parent, our ruler, inscribe us in the book of life for good. Our parent, our ruler, renew us for a good year. Our parent, our ruler, give strength to your people Israel. Our parent, our ruler, have compassion upon us and answer us, though we have little merit. Deal with us justly and with mercy and save us.
Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chonenu v'hanenu, ki ein banu masim. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chonenu v'hanenu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chonenu v'hanenu, ki ein banu masim. Well, we've come to the, I think, the most dramatic part of the Selichot service, and that's where we get to change the Torah mantles, the cover of our Torah, from the regular day in, day out covers that they have, which are beautiful. Oh, the light's not on, whoops. From the regular covers that they have to the high holiday covers. And just like we are going to change, Rabbi Lynette and I have white robes that we're going to be putting on, and a lot of folks are going to go out and kind of put on their nicest clothes for the holidays. Even so, do we do that with our Torah scrolls? And we want to indicate through every method possible that this is a time for change and renewal and reflection, even the cover on our Torah. Yeah, anything else you want to say about that? Or no?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
it's a beautiful reminder every time we look at those Torah scrolls that we're in this season and to continue to reflect on ourselves and hopefully to turn over a new leaf the way that we're turning
Yes.
our Torah covers to these special covers that we only see for a few weeks a year.
Now, usually we have a musician to play music while we do this, but because Mrs. Rose is sick, Nick is out of town, and there's an Ohio State game, we'll be doing this without music. But if anyone here in the room, sorry you at home can't join us up on the bima, but anybody in the room who wants to come up on the bima who's able to do that, we would love to have help doing these, putting these Torah covers in their new spots. So come on up if you're able and if you're willing, and we'll ask everyone else if you're able to please rise to please do that.
This one?
Yeah, just so that the folks who are watching at home can hear what's happening up here, even if they can't see it very well. So we have 3 Torah scrolls in our congregation that we are lucky enough to have. I think a lot of folks know that this is the congregation's original Torah scroll that is on long-term loan. It comes from the Pincus Synagogue. Thank you to Betty for always remembering that. And it comes from the Czech Republic, and it was written around 1803, 1804, somewhere around there is the date on that. So it's a beautiful ancient scroll. We don't use it very often because I think we're just nervous about it. But for a long time before this Torah, this was the only Torah that our congregation had. A few years ago, Jim Feibel stood on this bima at this time to kind of tell us a little bit about receiving the Torah scroll at the airport and going through customs and that whole thing. It's a great story, and we can say it some other time. And then we have this is a beautiful Torah cover on here, and this is a scroll that Rabbi Apotheker found not as far away from Cleveland, and it was, I believe, Tammy and Dick Golden donated some of the funds to be able to have this here in the congregation. And it's a beautiful, beautiful Torah as well. And then this is our newest addition to the lineup, and that is a Torah scroll that comes from the Zanesville congregation. I believe it was B'nai Abraham, is that right? And it is on long-term loan to us, wherein if the congregation there ever comes back to life, that they can have their Torah scroll back. But for now, we keep them alive by using these Torah scrolls and by bringing those congregations with us when we do that. And you may notice, by the way, also, can I say a thank you to you, or is that okay? So thank you to the generosity of Barry. We were able to redo the ark so that we could have all 3 Torah scrolls in here. This poor guy sat on a chair in here for about 2 years, and now they kind of look like they're floating here. And don't worry, if you love the stone pillars that were here, they're in the library next to the original ark of the congregation, which is also in the library. So we certainly would never get rid of those historic artifacts, and we'll still use them. But that's just a little bit of history on these Torah scrolls. So should we go in this direction? Maybe we'll start with this guy. And I'll hand it to Rabbi, and then anyone, yeah, it's the furthest one over there. Yeah, exactly. So we need someone to kind of hold this, and if you'd like to sit down, you can certainly do that. Okay, why don't you take that?
Over here?
Sure. Yep. So let me move those cables off of that chair.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. Why don't you hang on to that there, and Betty's going to change pull off the old cover and. I know. Yeah. There you go. Beautiful. Sure, yeah, you want to try putting it back in there? Sure. There, beautiful. All right. Rabbi, I'll let you pick out the next one, and we can switch jobs here.
For the big one, please. No, it's okay.
She's strong.
Do anyone like to change that?
The belt is falling off of this one.
Yes,
as always.
yes. You always, there we go. All right, do you want to take a seat over here? Excuse us, guys, we got number 2 coming in.
And while we're doing this, Betty, do you know the
Betty
history
Young.
of?
Betty Young did this one.
Yes, I think she did this one. This one also.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
Would anyone like to switch?
Oh yeah, here. I don't want to do this. Something else. Right. Great. You can take off that breastplate, and there you go. Yeah. You're losing keypot. You ready? Doing okay?
All right.
Okay.
Hold
Right.
that.
Beautiful. Right. This thing real quickly here. This is always falling off in this Taurus wheel. Need to get a better fitting one.
Sounds good.
There you go. Yeah, I see what you did there. All right, there. Okay, try that. There you go. Beautiful. We did it.
Let you just drop it and talk.
You want to take that back in there? Sure. So, this one's a little trickier, but watch your step, those two.
I want to see this one that Betty did too. She's so talented. I used to come to knitting club with her.
All right, beautiful. Fix that while you take this one out and take a look at that. Yeah.
All right, number 3 from Zanesville, and you want to take the show?
Betty was this that my sister.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, B'nai Mitzvah Torah for the B'nai Mitzvah tutor, yeah. Yeah, no, of course. Would anyone like to change this one? Yeah, that's beautiful.
Or we can take that one off and I can put this in.
Oh, it was Rob's Rob's Torah
and
scroll?
we're- yeah.
And who?
Bennett.
And Bennett's, wow. Oh, that's really special. Yeah.
That's so nice.
And why don't we sing together? Eitz hayimhi leman hazikima v'tom hecha me'ushar derachecha darkei noam l'chol netimotecha shalom Shimenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Hadesh Hadesh Yameinu Hadesh Yameinu Anybody want to close the ark? One last honor here to do for this? Beautiful. We have just a couple of moments left. If you want to go back to your seats for a moment, you may be seated. Oh man, it's real. It's real. I can't imagine that was thrilling for you who are watching at home. So I'm sorry for that.
You can stop by and see the new Torah covers in the Ark
Right?
anytime. They're great.
Should we do Shechianu?
Oh, sure.
Or what do you tell me? All right, we'll do a Shechianu, and then we'll do this blessing maybe on page 15, and then we'll hear the sound of the shofar. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'hihianu lazman hazeh. Amen.
We'll continue at the top of page 15. Your book of life doesn't begin on Rosh Hashanah. It began when you were born. Some of the chapters were written by other people, your parents, siblings, and teachers. Parts of your book were crafted out of experiences you had because of other people's decisions.
But the message of this high holiday season is that everything can be made new again. That much of your book is written every day by the choices we all make.
The book is not written and sealed. You get to edit it, decide what parts you want to emphasize and remember, and maybe even which parts you want to leave behind. Shana Tova means both a good year and a good change. This season, you can change the rest of your life. It is never too late.
During this coming year, may you enjoy good health and happiness.
May peace reign over our country and throughout the world.
May you have a kiss from your beloved, a smile from a child, a warm, cozy house with the aroma of good food baking in the oven.
May you have wise governors and merciful tax collectors, good friends and helpful neighbors.
Merciful is nice. May you enjoy the fruits of your labors, celebrate birthdays and anniversaries, and may the sun shine on your face, but not too much.
May you see a rainbow.
May your team score a touchdown as we speak.
Maybe they have today, yeah. May the Sabbath Queen enter your home and enable you to follow the teachings of the Torah with love.
May you enjoy peace of mind, and may all your dreams be sweet ones.
May the world be a better place because you are in it. And may you find delight in reading a good book, finding a bargain, doing a good deed, and giving charity with a free and open hand.
Whenever it rains, as it will, may you have an umbrella.
And may we meet on the streets of Jerusalem in the year to come.
And one last time with our trope for the evening and the trope for the season, Hashivenu, return again. Or actually, what should we do? We return instead, and then or maybe we'll do both. I will see. Okay. I can't decide. It's also good. Oh, I love this time of year. Okay. We return. We return. We return. Return again. We return. Return again, return to the land of your soul. No. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to where you are, return to what you are, born and reborn, and let's try that again. Return to what you are, return to who you are, return to where you are, born and reborn and reborn.
I think we're going to conclude with sounding of the shofar as we hear every day on this month of Elul, that wake-up call, and now here we are officially beginning the high holiday season.
You know it.
Yeah. Very exciting. All right, so if you could please join me, we'll do a Tikiyah Gedolah. 1, 2, 3. Tikiyah Gedolah.
Shana Tova, everyone.
Shana Tova.
Shana Tova. But we, it's not quite over because there is a lot of food on the mezzanine. Thank you, Leslie and Bobby, for procuring that and making it so nice. So make sure you get some sweets, so that even though we're repenting, that we are going to start in sweetness for this year.
It's not Yom Kippur just yet.
Not yet. That's right. That's right. Shana Tova, everyone.
Tova. Thank you for joining us.
To you at home also, Shana Tova.